That.
All right.
Hello and welcome to the special episode of Groovy podcast. I'm here with Ryan, and we're going to talk about the upcoming GreatConf EU. From what I understand, you are going to do something revolutionary at GreatConf.
I'm not sure it's revolutionary, but it's neat and fun. So I've got this. This is an Amazon tap here, and then I've also got this little guy called a. It's a little hockey puck thing. It's called it's not the Echo. It's the little miniature one, and I'm bringing both of these guys to the conference, and we're going to show you how to make apps for these using Groovy and Grails. So I've got two different approaches that we'll talk about. And one of those is using Lambdas with Groovy, just straight Groovy and writing something called Speechlets. And then we've also got a Grails app that can do it all without, if you don't have access to Amazon or Lambdas, and you want to kind of do it all in one-stop shop if you, for example, have your own server hosted somewhere.
So they are programmable by definition. When you buy them from Amazon, you can do stuff with them?
Correct. They're trying to encourage people to build apps for these things since they're pretty new and they didn't have a lot of apps. So right now they're doing a promotion. If you push an app to their little library, they'll give you free t-shirts. They're also teasing people with a $100 million fund. If you have a good idea or company based around making things around this, they could potentially give you venture capital money.
Nice.
So they're definitely serious about it when they're setting that kind of money aside. And from what I hear, Google's coming out with one shortly that's basically a copycat of this, from what I understand. But the device itself is kind of like, I would almost consider it like a bent pipe. And what that means is it doesn't really do much internally. All of the smarts are out in the cloud. So the way it works is you set up a web service and you register it on their developer portal and application. And what it does is it calls you. So when the user wants to invoke your app, it actually calls Amazon. Amazon calls you, and then you give a response back with information. And that's how
right. This is how it works.
Yeah, they say that's for privacy concerns. Basically, no weird person is ever talking directly to your Echo in your house, because I'm assuming that people would find security vulnerabilities or spy on you or all kinds of nasty things. So there's that.
I heard the last gig is Invoking Echo by radio transmission, right?
Yeah, so any way you can get to a web service on their end to invoke things via Lambda or anything else, you can make it do that. And you can even build your own hardware, right, that has its own speech recognition in it that will integrate with it. So in theory, you could write an app for Alexa on like Android or iOS that gave you the full functionality.
Yeah, that makes sense. And just speak to your phone instead of speaking to this device.
Yeah, but that's not really a new thing, right? I mean, Siri and the Google Voice thing have been doing that forever. The novelty with these things is that you can place them all around your house. I mean, this little guy is small enough. This isn't battery powered, but it's good enough for voice remote. So basically, you have the kind of the Star Trek effect in your house, where you say, Alexa, turn off office lamp.
Okay.
And so it's a little basic thing. I wouldn't play music through this thing, but it's got a good enough speaker that works. And these things are less than $100. So you could place these all around your house and just start talking to nobody and make everything happen.
Nice. Yeah.
Alexa, turn on office lamp.
Okay.
There we go.
And it takes time because it actually went all the way to Amazon and then to some service that controls the lights and then back to your house to actually control the light.
So that interaction I did was actually through SmartThings. So they have SmartThings has a app tied in with their cloud. So basically, when I'm doing home automation things, it's already pre-set up to know to do home stuff. And I have that on my account set up that's SmartThings in this case. So then SmartThings is then talking to its hub in my house telling me to turn that light on and off, which is just my little office lamp. So in that case, and they have a whole API for that now that they've released. It only works on Lambdas, which is a little bit weird. I'm not sure why that is, because everything else works without Lambdas. Not that Lambdas are expensive or anything, but the problem is with Lambdas, if you want to run a Grails app, that's not going to really happen because the maximum file size you can upload is 50 megs. So, kind of limiting. Maybe you could do Ratpack if you can, use it down. Or maybe if you try really, really hard and made it super minimal, maybe with the minimal profile, you might be able to get a Grails app that small. But just by definition, the Grails app that I built for this talk that kind of does everything is about 65 megs. So it's already past the limit. Of course, I haven't tried trimming things out or chopping libraries out of it, but it adds up quick, even with a basic Lambda app using Groovy and a couple of libraries like Spring Social. You're at about 30-some megs already.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because who cares, right? And now suddenly we care. Well, what can I say? I think we see here the rise of Skynet. And you are the one to blame, so beware of people coming from the future and hunting you down.
Yeah, that's already happened. A friend of mine worked at a place where they actually were hooking artificial intelligence up to missiles. Mm-hmm. So that's already going on. It's very scary, and he creeped him out. And he's like, "I don't know why I'm working here. This is insane." But that's what the U.S. government's already doing. So.
Yeah, you say your contribution is not big enough. Well, but but you aim for the homes of people, right?
Yeah.
The enemy is in.
Maybe you can fly a drone around your house for surveillance video if you think of burglars out there or something. That would be a neat thing.
Yeah, and then control it through Alexa. Yeah, that there is a potential here for Skynet.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's nothing. We'll call it mini Skynet.
Yeah. But then they connect together, right? The thing, they all start.
Yep, that's how it starts, right? Yeah. Yep.
Well, okay. Me personally, I'm looking forward for this talk because that looks great and interesting and geeky, as usual with you, geeky in a weird way. So look forward, and I guess that will be the second most awesome thing after the beer, right?
Of course, beer is always more awesome.
Yeah, no, well, that's not even fair fight.
I can't compete with that, but
no one can.
I guarantee you'll probably want to run out and buy one of these things when you're done. And I can have a little demo here. I've got a little taste of what we've got in the talk here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear it.
Open Twitter search. So he's going to the cloud and invoking this app.
Say search in a keyword and I'll search Twitter for relevant tweets.
Okay. Do you run Groovy?
The skill is running Groovy version 2.4.5.
Nice.
So this is the little tap. This is a little battery-powered one. You have to push the button to make him understand you, but because it's battery-powered, you can carry it around. It's a pretty decent Bluetooth speaker for music.
Uh-huh.
So that's another neat thing that I'm bringing. So pretty much, I'm pretty sure you'll want to buy one of these after this, and I promise I don't work for Amazon. I'm just, the stuff's fun, and you can do neat things with it. And there's actually a lot of good business potential to this stuff. So,
yeah, I hope at least you will put your, like reference links on the slides with your associate ID, right?
Yep.
At least.
Yep, definitely. And what I plan to do is make a plugin for Grails that you can just add in and make speechlets much faster without having to do a lot of the plumbing for you, because they don't have a lot of good examples that are not running in Lambda for doing this stuff. So that'll be a takeaway from it. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my friend Lee Fox. He's been helping me work on some of this stuff. We've got a sort of an incubator we do where we try to come up with neat technologies like this and see what we could do with it. So the basis of building this up to see how feasible it is doing fun things with it. And then later we'll see if we can do anything economical with it, but maybe not. But
yeah, no, but it's fun nevertheless, right? Whether you make money out of it or not, you're doing it for fun, first of all.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. And being famous by speaking at GreatConf.
I don't know, famous within a limited circle, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
pure glory.
It's
we are like rock stars. we're speaking at GreatConf.
Absolutely. And we've got the Lego workshop again coming up.
Oh, nice! You ran it again. That
fun.
was a great one. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
So if you haven't gone to that, here's the little Lego robot, and we'll get a program Groovy and Grail stuff with these. You can actually learn quite a bit. You know, you think it's a toy and it's a waste of time, but you actually learn about a good amount about how Gradle works and Grails and web services and REST APIs and all that stuff that you wouldn't think. So it's so fun. You don't realize you're learning these things, which is, kind of the stealth way to teach people stuff.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn, doing something fun.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. Well, Ryan, thank you very much. Me personally, I'm looking forward to hear your talks and to see you, of course, at GreatConf. And the good news is it's coming really soon.
All right. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, see you
All right.
soon.
See you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.